the game of Poets Corner that I was starting to describe is one in which we have two people who are going to be on stage, which, guess what, is you guys. I'll be your audience, okay? And we're at a performance, sort of a poetry reading, you know. And at a poetry reading, we're going to have one person be the person who introduces the poet to the audience, and the person who is introducing it also is going to translate for the poet, because the poet is a person who comes from a different culture or a different planet and who doesn't speak English. You with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
It's getting weirder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the poet is going to speak in gibberish. Do you speak gibberish?
No.
Well, what gibberish is, it's nonsense speech that sounds as though it really is a language. So let's just try that out and see if we can
Kind of
do
like Chinese?
whatever. But the point is, it's not a real language. It's simply a made-up bunch of varied syllables that sound language-like.
Okay.
Okay. But emotional inflection still comes through, despite the fact that the content is not intelligible. Okay. So if I say to you, for example, "Bushtabe kulapana," and you might say, you don't have a clue. But see what happens if you just try to speak in syllables back, using something that you feel is connected to the emotional invitation that I gave you.
Remember how you used to talk to Kara a couple of years ago?
Oh, you mean like baby talk kind of thing, yeah.
That would work.
Uh-huh. Well, we're going to try it with you too. So you're in this conversation also, Tony.
I thought I'd be the other one.
No.
The one that speaks English.
Well, we haven't decided that yet, but
Okay.
I'm interested to see if both of you can speak gibberish. Okay.
No.
After all, the translator has to understand gibberish or pretend to.
Yeah, they didn't offer that in school, so
No.
I never took it, but okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, kalapana fisi ona
Nika nama nakaseneneka.
kosnana
Nika nama nakaseneneka.
neka neka pona fala poink
Tank tank.
tank tank yeah la kadavazana.
It's my language. Tank tank.
Good. Okay. So I think Tony is pretty fluent in it. I think you're,
Yeah,
you
my
probably could get
gibberish
there.
skills are not quite as up to.
Right. So I'm thinking maybe you could be the translator.
Oh, thank God.
And you could be the poet. Okay.
Do you have any gibberish poetry I could read?
I think you're just going to have to wing it. You know, frankly, I think the last copy of your book was already sold, so you're going to have to.
And it wasn't even on this planet.
I know, but maybe the
All right.
royalties will still come to you.
But not in US dollars, so it's useless.
Maybe so.
Okay.
Okay.
You better get it right, otherwise I'm going to have to make you repeat it.
Oh,
You will.
okay.
You will.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I won't.
You will.
All right. So what I'm going to do is invite you once again to come on stage, and we're going to set this up as Poets Corner. All right? Come with me. About a third of clients are blocked when trying to speak gibberish for the first time. Fortunately, one partner, Tony in this case, could speak it. So I'm the audience, and this is a poetry reading. I'm in the audience, so you're directing your performance to me, okay? And you're going to introduce first yourself as the MC, or the person who's bringing the speaker, to the audience.
Okay.
And you're going to then say who it is that you're going to be having.
And I can create.
Absolutely. You
names.
make up a name for this poet.
Okay.
And inform the audience that they're going to be hearing your translation of his poem, and then bring him on, welcome him, and you might even talk to him a little bit in gibberish, which you understand and he understands, but none of the rest of us do. And then he begins the poem. You cue him to begin the poem.
Okay.
And every line or two, you stop and give her a chance to translate for you. And also, rather than just stand there with your hands in your pockets, you might choose to be more dramatic and to really act out the poem to some extent. Okay?
Okay.
All right? And
I'll try.
And no pressure.
no pressure.
No pressure.
Absolutely not.
None.
Okay.
Don't be brilliant.
It's not the Gong Show.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
So whenever you're ready.
Well, thank you very much for coming to our lovely poetry reading. We have today our excellent poet from Tahiti, and I will be translating because that is what I do. So thank you. Thank you.
Peli malaga.
Tongue tongue.
Tanka tanka melikalaga.
Tink tongue.
Kuala malaka.
Oh, we've just kind of had a little interchange because I know you don't understand this. So whenever he's ready, he'll be giving his presentation.
Okay.
Tink.
Melipe talamakala. Lupinini kalama tanaka.
When the beautiful sun rises and sets, we smile.
Melepu kamalade didi. Molo kamalele didi kamalanana.
And then the ocean waves back and forth.
Kamananana.
Oh, and back again.
Me monoko. Mini. Munyu 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 munyu.
There are little dolphins.
Midi.
Yes, there are little dolphins that go mingy mingy mungy moo.
Ilepo palebe. Wana wana kaman wana.
And then the sharks go wanga 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 wanga
Wanga wanga.
wanga.
Me kalamana. Pilika. Holika. Manika.
And then the sun sets and all the dolphins and sharks go home.
Le.
The end.